Welcome once again in this new session of Physics New Era. In this session, we are going to know about the drops and bubbles, and this equation which we are going to obtain for the drops and bubbles is also known as the Laplace equation. For that one, I need to consider the drops as well as the bubble. So we need to consider that drop, even if it is having a definite kind of shape, but still we need to consider it as a spherical. See the droplet. Actually, drops look like just like this, though it is elongated at the upper side. It is not exactly spherical, but we seems to be considered it is a spherical in shape. And what about the bubble? Bubble already it is in spherical in shape. Neglecting whatever may be the molecule, it has a gravity or it is under the influence of gravitational field, it is neglected. Now next to that one, if I am going to consider one bubble in which the outer side it is in contact with the air, as well as the inner side it is act like one sort of membrane, and that membrane is in contact with the two surface. It has the two surfaces, inner, that is it is in contact with the air, outer it is in contact with the air. In both there are two surfaces, they are in contact with the air for the bubble. But in case of droplet, only one surface it is in contact with the air. So seems to be knowing all the facts. Now I am going to consider the bubble. But when it bubble, it is present in the air. Inside pressure is greater than the outside pressure. Let Pi is the inside pressure of the bubble. Pi is the pressure which is inside pressure. We say Pi inside pressure. Inside pressure, whereas outer pressure is a PO, that is outer pressure. If Pi is the inner pressure, PO is the outer pressure, that is atmospheric pressure. This is also known as atmospheric pressure. It is applied by the atmosphere. So Pi is the pressure inside the bubble. Now if I need to consider the drops and bubbles, the excess pressure is nothing but the difference between these two. We know that inside pressure is greater as compared to the outside pressure, and likely to be at that time the bubble it starts swelling, but it is not swelling much more, a little bit of swelling. If R is the radius of the bubble, spherical, seems to be considering the bubble is a spherical, R is the radius of the bubble, that time there is a swelling of the bubble which is shown there. See, R is the radius, and that blue is nothing but, blue part is nothing but we say that it is the expansion of that bubble, swelling of that bubble, so as to maintain the constant pressure, that is inside and outside pressure. But when it is in the stage, initial stage of growing, that time we need to consider that that bubble it is having the inside pressure Pi and outside pressure PO. Pi is greater than PO. So excess pressure or the pressure difference, excess pressure is equal to Pi minus PO. Seems to be considering Pi is greater than PO. Now if it is so, then I need to consider the area which is covered by that one. If initially before expansion of that particular bubble, initially its radius is R, so seems to be it is a spherical in shape. Its area, initial area A1 is equal to, or we say initial area which is given by 4 pi r square, considering R is the radius of the spherical bubble. Now after expansion of the bubble, due to maintain the constant pressure outside and inside, it is nothing but a final area, we say final area, and that area is nothing but 4 pi into bracket. Now it expand by very small amount of distance, that is delta r. Delta r is nothing but, we say that it is the expansion of the bubble which is spherically shaped. So here it is r plus delta r is nothing but your expansion. Instead of just r plus delta r whole square is the expansion. Considering this is the radius now after expansion. This is the radius before expansion. After expansion, r plus delta r. Now change in the area or excess area, change in area which is given by, or symbolically I am going to write as a dA, which is given by A2 minus A1. Change means the difference in that area after expansion, before expansion, area difference, which is shown with that blue. Once again see the diagram. In that one the initial radius is r, and then later on it starts expansion. Inner pressure is greater than the outer pressure, so as to maintain the constant pressure it will go on expanding, and small amount of expansion will take place. Radius initially it is r, then it is later on after expansion it is r plus delta r. So here it is change in area. This much is this one. Substituting that value, we need to get the value of dA, which is given by dA is equal to 4 pi into bracket r plus delta r whole square minus 4 pi r square. Multiplying 4 pi throughout the bracket, but before that one we are going to expand this. A plus b whole square, so it comes out to be 4 pi in bracket r square plus 2 into r into delta r plus a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is delta r square. Is bracket close, minus as it is 4 pi r square. This is nothing but your change in the area. So multiplying 4 pi throughout the bracket, dA becomes 4 pi r square plus 4 into 2 8 pi r delta r plus 4 pi into delta r whole square minus 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square get cancelled. Seems to be knowing this delta r is a very small. Delta r expansion is very small. So neglected. When it is neglected, what the factor we are going to neglect? Neglected what factor? Delta r is very small, so the factor which is neglected is a delta r whole square. Means only this factor we are going to neglect. So neglecting that factor, total factor, that is 4 pi r square, it is neglected. That term after neglecting, new equation we are going to write here, that is dA is equal to what it is remain? Remaining factor is, if delta r it is neglected, the new factor is 8 pi r into delta r. So this is the first equation that we need to consider. But we know that work done, we know. Already got the relation between surface tension, surface energy and surface tension. We know that dW is equal to T into dA, or T is equal to dW upon dA. We already obtained this equation. We are utilizing this equation now so as to get the work done. So work done which is given by work done is equal to work done dW, it is equal to T into dA. I am going to substitute in this equation. Now this equation become 8 pi r delta r. This is the equation number 1 we say. We know this is the equation. Initially we are going to pay the concentration toward this equation number 1. Now excess force we are going to calculate, and we need to calculate excess pressure. In terms of excess force, in terms of excess pressure, we have the general equation. Initially we know that pressure is equal to force per unit area, or force is equal to pressure into area. Now this area is the original area before expansion. So A is equal to 4 pi r square. But if I need to consider the excess force which is applied from the inside by the gas, because already the inner pressure is greater, so need to consider excess force is equal to excess pressure into area. Okay, this is the area value. I need to substitute here, and the excess pressure is a delta or dF or delta F. This can be written as excess pressure, but excess pressure, we know that excess pressure is nothing but Pi minus Po into area, that is 4 pi r square. But this is the excess force. But what about the work done to expand the original sphere into, after expansion, the final and initial, that is change in the work done, and that work done it is given by, we know the general formula. Another formula for the work done is equal to force into this amount of displacement it will take place, but instead of that one there is a change in the force or the excess force. So substituting this, dW is equal to excess force. After substituting this value in this equation, we are going to get Pi minus Po into 4 pi r square into delta r, This is equation number 2. We already got the first equation. Here it is. Work done dW is equal to T into 8 pi r into delta r, equation number 1. And later on we another equation in terms of work done, that is equal to Pi, that is Pi minus Po, okay, into 4 pi r square into delta r. Term it is equation number 2. Both are the equation for the work done. We are going to equate both the equations and going to get the final answer. Equating 1 and 2. After equating 1 and 2. After equating 1 and 2, here it is Pi minus Po into 4 pi r square into delta r is equal to t into 8 pi r into delta r. So similar terms get cancelled. Pi, pi. Okay, here it is 4 to the 8. So here it is r square. Actually it is not get cancelled, r into r, one of that r get cancelled. So here it is pi minus po is equal to 2t upon r. 2t upon r. This is the equation for the excess pressure for the drop, for the single membrane which is in contact with the outer atmosphere. So this is the excess pressure which we have calculated. This equation can be termed as a Laplace equation for the drop. This is for the drop because it has only one surface which is in contact with the air. This is for the drop or a droplet. We say it is a droplet which is falling down in air, neglecting the friction of the air and gravitational force. Now for the bubble. For the bubble, I need to consider equation number 1. But the general equation I am going to write when the two surfaces are in contact with the air. We know that general equation is a dW is equal to T into dA. But if two surfaces, I am going to write here, if two surfaces are in contact, with the air, then above equation can be written as dW is equal to twice the T into dA for the two surfaces which are in contact. So ultimately the equation 1, 2 into T into 8 into pi r into delta r. Here equation 1 become dW is equal to 2 into T into 8 pi r delta r. 8 pi r delta r. Term it as the equation number 3. And after expansion, the equation 2 is a similar equation. So after expansion, work done dW is equal to Pi minus Po 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square into delta r as it is. I am going to write this equation. Now both are regarding the work done. So equating their right hand sides, after equating, Pi minus Po is equal to, or Pi minus Po into 4 pi r square into delta r is equal to 2 into T into 8 pi r delta r. Here the term 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, delta R get cancel, pi get cancel, this R, one of the R, it is get cancel. So here it is. After getting the equation, that is equating, the similar terms get cancelled, that is pi and all that. After cancelling, we are going to get pi minus po is equal to 4t upon r. This is nothing but the equation for the bubble. This is for bubble because it has a two surface area which is in contact with the air, and hence the concluding part is this one. This is the final equation for the pressure difference from the inner as well as outer side. For the bubble it is 4t upon r, and here it is for the droplet or drop, it is 2t upon r. Thank you.